All right, guys, what's going on? This is Marcus with Tanner Home Investments, and you've been out driving for dollars. You found some vacant properties in your area. You looked up the property owners and you got their address. What do you do now? Stay tuned. Watch this video to the end. All right, guys. Now that you have the addresses to the property owners, now what you're gonna need to do now, you're gonna need to go ahead and you're gonna need to contact these people, and you're gonna want to get more information on the property. All right. So if you see here, I have some letters right here. These are actually letters that I'm about to go mail out. These are basically letters to these property owners, and it's basically just stating, like, it's pretty much telling them who I am and what we do and stuff like that. And it's basically, I'm just letting them know that I'm, I seen their home, and I'm just like, and I want to buy the property. All right. So it's just a brief letter that I use, that I personally, find out that has been working for me. And also the way that you're going to find out if your direct mail is even working for you is that you're definitely going to have to track it. You're going to have to sometimes do trial by error. And, you're pretty much just going to have to send out and see what works. All right. And from experience, I found out that these letters work too as well. I actually have my logo on there. Also, it has a letter as well too. That's a letterhead with my logo and all of my company information on there too as well. So these are more professional letters. Like, there's different ways that you can contact the owner. What I like to do personally, I like to send direct mail first, and then I like to follow up accordingly to the letter that I sent out. So basically what I'm going to do is that once I mail these letters, I'm going to follow up within a week with the phone call. And the phone call basically is going to be based on the letter, excuse me. It's going to be based on the letter that I mailed out. All right. Now with direct mail, there's going to be some type of cost involved. All right. So if you don't have the budget, the best thing that you're going to want to do is that you just going to want to go ahead and you can call the property owner. All right. And sometimes I do that, especially, if it's a property in a good area and the property is vacant and I got the phone numbers and stuff like that, then I definitely going to go ahead and reach out to the property owner, because cold calling is, definitely the fastest way besides door knocking. If that person lives in the area and, they have an investment property, of course you can go and, you can door knock. But me, I prefer to pick up the phone and call. All right. I'm not too fond of going and whatever, knocking on people's doors and stuff like that. But, I will definitely skip trace, and I will definitely give them a call. All right. Now, if you decide that you want to call, there's a lot of services out there like skip tracing services and stuff like that. But again, there's a cost. And if you're just starting out, one of the things that you want to utilize, that I still utilize now today, even before I even, deal with the skip tracing services, is that, I go to truepeoplesearch.com. All right. That's truepeoplesearch.com. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to leave a link at the bottom of this video so that you can go directly to that website. All right. And basically all it is a service that allows you to put in that person's name, put in the address, and all of that different type of stuff. And it'll pretty much give you their previous phone numbers. That, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, also not only that, they will also give you email addresses that they have on file. All right. And I'm telling you by personal experience that it works. All right. And which I just, like, you know what I'm saying, like, I use it all the time. So, you know, if that person's phone number is not listed, then they have an email address. You know, I've contacted people where, you know, they may not have a phone number that was correct, but they had the email address and they responded to the email. All right. And which, if you do just have an email, you can just pretty much send the same thing via email and still get the same response. All right. And just pretty much letting them know that, you know, you're interested in the property. All right. So once you get the addresses and all that different type of stuff, they definitely want to send, like, you know, direct mail. And you just pretty much want to say, hi, you know, my name is so-and-so, and I was calling to see if you're the owner of, you know, 123 East Main Street. All right. And you just pretty much call and let them, you know, like, you know, I'm a local investor in the area, and I'm looking to buy about 2 or 3 homes within the next couple months. And I just wanted to call and see if you would consider an offer on the property. All right. And it's pretty simple as that. All right. If they say they don't, or whatever, like, you know, they're not, whatever, you know, they're not looking to sell the property, that's perfectly fine. Just ask them, do you have any other properties that you're looking to sell? All right. So if they say no, then also find out, okay, you're not looking to sell any properties. Are you buying any more properties? Because at the end of the day, you're calling to actually purchase a property, but not only that, that could be a cash buyer. All right. That could be a cash buyer, and you can add them onto your cash buyers list. So they may not be wanting to sell any properties, but they may want to buy properties. All right. And then you can pretty much have a conversation with them, find out what they're buying and all that different type of stuff, you know. So, yeah. So, you know, you definitely can turn that type of conversation into a conversation. You know, you can get some type of benefit out of every conversation when you're talking to these property owners, because you can find out, hey, do you have any other properties? Are you buying any other properties? Do you have any land that you want to sell? Or whatever, you know, are you looking to sell your property within the next 6 months? That way you can utilize every lead, and you can find out exactly what this person is looking to do. All right, so that's why I say you can utilize every phone call by finding out if they want to sell their property, or if they're looking to buy more properties. Then you can add them onto your cash buyers list. Okay. All right. So guys, listen, if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm going to be doing a lot of videos. I'm just going to pretty much going to give you a lot of information, especially if you're a newbie and you're just starting out. You want to subscribe to my YouTube channels, because basically a lot of the stuff that I give you allows you to get your first deal, and, you know, and it allows you to start from where I started out. You know, I didn't have a budget and all that different type of stuff, but I got my first deal by driving for dollars and stuff like that. So I'm pretty much going to show you a lot of ways that you can get started in this business and without a lot of money. All right, so make sure that you go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Also, not only that, click on the bell. Click on the bell. That way you're going to be notified of whenever I do some videos and stuff like that. Then you're going to get notified. All right. Not only that, you can comment in this video if you have any questions or anything like that. Make sure you leave some comments. You know, I'm definitely a personable person, and I go and I answer each question on those comments. All right. And also let me know what you want to see. What is it that you want to learn? If you're in the Orlando area, if you're in Central Florida, contact me. Let's network. If you have some properties that you can't sell, contact me. All right, I have a buyers list. I have a good buyers list. I have serious cash buyers on my list, and they're ready to buy properties. All right, so just contact me. Let's network, reach out. Let's go have lunch, coffee, and we can just pretty much talk about real estate business, because I can talk about this all day. All right, again, this is Marcus with Tanner Home Investments, and you have a great Friday.